Hello guys, this is Tara from Tara Arts Movie and welcome to another exciting tutorials using a software called 3D Studios Max. Alright, so today I'm gonna teach you how to create a simple table and how to create a animation. Alright, so the first thing you're gonna want to do, of course, create a table. So go to Create, Geometry, and we're gonna create a plane first for the floor. Then we're going to create a box. Make sure the outer grid is checked. I'm going to create a box for the table, and just like that. And then we're going to right click on the perspective right here, and we're going to check the edged faces so we can see the segments here. And then make sure you have enough segments, and then click orbit here to move the camera. Alright, so now select and move, and we're gonna right click on the make sure the box is selected. Right click on it and click convert to editable mesh, and then right here you can choose this box polygon. Click that, and we're gonna click around here and hold Control to click just like that. Oops. By the way, to undo of what you do wrong, you can just hold down Control and press Z. So if you do something by a mistake, like just like this, just press Control. Just hold Control and press Z to bring it back. Alright, so we already choose this. We're gonna create a legs for the table, and then you're gonna go right here and see this extrude. So bring this up. You can see how tall it is from this front view right here. Actually, we're not going to do it twice, we're going to do it once, just like that. And then if you want the table to, the legs to be smaller on the down, you can use bevel right here and get down a little bit, so the table becomes like this. You're gonna make just like that. Alright, so we already create our table, so make sure you check this create again so it not added in the polygon. So we're gonna choose select and move. Now we're gonna choose rotation. Rotation. So we're gonna rotate this table in the X directional. So right click on the rotation, and on the X we're gonna set this to 180 degrees and hit enter, and the table is now rotated. And we're gonna choose select and move it up to the above the floor. Alright, so just create a simple table and very fast. Now we're gonna add some materials that we already run in our last tutorial. So press M to add some materials and click a default materials right here. You can click here, none, and add some bitmap, and you can go to local disk C, program files, Autodesk 3ds Max 2009, maps, and then you can go to ArcMap, or I will go to Pro Materials to find some materials for the table. Let's say wood and plastic here. You can then click and drag it to the table, or you can click this one, assign material to selection. So click that, and we're gonna click this to show standard map in a viewport here. See, you can see it now. We're gonna right click and uncheck the edge face so you can see. And you can see here tiling. What is tiling for? You can see right here. If we make this up, see right here, see the difference. Make it more, Alright, so after that you can go here, go to parent, or go to default. It will be the same. Then we can set the specular level a little bit, closing this down a little bit, because press F9 to render to see how it looks. right? It looks pretty good. And then go to maps, and we're gonna go to you're gonna click and drag it to the bump, so it will copy. Click OK and bump, make it around like 60, and then you have the table. And you're gonna create another material for the floor, I mean bitmap. So we're gonna choose for the floor, maybe this one. Oh, this one maybe. Then you're gonna drag it to the floor to render it up. You can see it's kind of too big, so we're gonna set tiling here. Alright, just like that. Then don't forget, we're gonna go to maps and to the bump. So you can see the difference. This is before the bump. See, like this, just like you draw something on the floor, but if you make bump up a little bit, you can see that it make the texture stronger, you know. It's like a real rocks. Alright, so we're gonna create then a light. So go to create lights, and we're gonna choose standard here, and go to omni, put it whatever you want, and make it up a little bit. Bring it up, and don't forget to, when the light selected, go to modify and make sure the shadows is checked on, and you can go to shadow parameters here, and the density not so full, just around 60 to 70. Then if you render it out, you can see it looks nice. Alright, so to change the background when you render it so it's not black, you can go to rendering, so environment, and go to none here. You can choose bitmap. You can choose any pictures you want. Let's say skies, like this. And then if you render it out, it will like that. Alright, flying table. Alright, so next we're gonna go to camera, because we're gonna create something. We're gonna create some animation. So go to camera here, and we can go to the left. Camera, before that, camera target, make sure you click that, and from the left view you can create a camera and drag the view point, the target, to the table, of course. And you're gonna right click on the perspective views right here, and click views and change it to camera views, and then you go, there you go. And you can select and move first. You're gonna select the camera and move it around just like that, see. And from the front view you can move it to right and left, just like that. So here is for the animation. So we're gonna go here first, time configuration. You can set the length for like 200, and also this 200. Okay, so from 100 we're gonna change it to 200. So for 100 it's like 3 seconds of animation, but so 200 will be like around 6 seconds. Alright, so make sure you drag it to the beginning of the composition, and you're gonna set auto key, and you're gonna create a key from the first part. You can see here a key already created, so we're gonna bring it to the last composition, and then you're gonna move your camera just like that. Let's say like this, and then you're gonna click play. Make sure your camera view is selected, and you will see what it will looks like. How hard to say that? See, very cool. And you can see it by rendering out. It's just F9 render. Alright, so that's all about it. That's all about animation.